Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai. First, first and foremost, I want to send all praises to Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect individual. To all you Akim out there, I say Shalom. I was reading Deuteronomy 28, and Deuteronomy 28 talks about the obedience if we follow the law and the curses that will follow if we disobey the law. And it's kind of a bittersweet chapter because I was reading the first part, which were the blessings, and most of the blessings are what's going to happen in the kingdom, when this earth passes away and when so-called World War III gets here and the earth is going to be basically obliviated, when the chariots come and everything, because the day of the Lord is destruction. America, Europe, a lot of these nations, especially America, is getting ready to be destroyed, y'all. You see Trump playing with North Korea. Russia is having beef against us, and I'm just gonna keep it real, y'all. It's not really looking good for the United States right now. It really, really isn't. I mean, what's the purpose of building nuclear weapons if you're not going to use them? But anyway, I want to get into this lesson here, Deuteronomy 28. As I was reading the curses, like I said before, I could see, well, I don't know if I said it before, but as I was reading about the curses in Deuteronomy 28, I was reading about the curses. I see a lot of these curses being played out today. And today I just wanted to go over a few of them. Possibly, I don't know, maybe one or two. We'll see. Let me see. Let's see, Deuteronomy 28 and 30. Let's see here. All right, Deuteronomy 28th chapter, 30th verse. Thou shalt betroth a wife, and another man shall lie with her. Thou shalt build a house, and thou shalt not dwell therein. Thou shalt plant a vineyard, and shall not gather the grapes thereof. Okay, man. Let's go over this verse right here. This verse says a lot to me. The Spirit was working on me, and as I was reading this verse, the Spirit really was working with me. All praises to Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai for allowing that verse to stick out. First it says, thou shalt betroth a wife, and another man shall lie with her. I can attest here, like for South Florida. A lot of these women down here in South Florida, when they see another man that has a lot, they tend to go towards that man. And I had some similar situations happen to me. No, I wasn't married, but a lot of men in South Florida have a lot of money. I mean, this is South Florida. This is the world's playground right here. And as soon as some of these men show the bling bling in front of the lady and all that stuff and what they can do, they tend to flock towards the richer man. And that's what this verse is talking about. You have a lot of athletes that come down here, a lot of actors that come down here, a lot of people who own a lot of companies come down here, and South Florida is a haven for the descendants of Jacob. I mean, you have tribe of Issachar here, you have tribe of Manasseh, who are the Cubans, tribe of Levi, who are the Haitians, tribe of Benjamin, who are the so-called Jamaicans, tribe of Judah especially, um, a few Seminole. You have a lot of Seminoles down here who are Israelites, Puerto Ricans. You know what I'm saying? I mean, this is a haven for Israelites right here, and I see a lot of. Well, I've heard of stories of so-called, well, not so-called, but of women who have, left their man just to be with another richer man. You know, it's crazy, man. And this is what's happening right now. This is what's happening right now. You know, you should get you a wife, and another man should lie with her. I mean, point blank. You can't get no. I mean, this is the Bible here. I mean, and it's saying it point blank. You know what I mean? Let's go to the next sentence, the next saying here. Thou shalt build a house, an house, and thou shalt not dwell therein. Now, that verse sounds like the tribe of Issachar, which are the so-called Mexicans. Who are the ones building houses today? Who are the main carpenters today? When I thought about this, I really thought about the tribe of Issachar, who are the so-called Mexicans, because the Mexicans, they work. They work. And then also you have a lot of Jake who are in carpentry as well. They're in construction, they're in carpentry. They build roads, build bridges. A lot of minorities, so-called minorities. And and there's a lot of, and especially down here in South Florida, man, they're building up mansions like crazy down here. I mean, they finding it's already populated. I mean, overpopulated. If you went from east to west, from the beach to the swamp, I would say the radius, like the land going east to west is from, especially in Broward County, is probably, I would say within the span of 15 miles. Probably like 15 miles. So within that 15 miles, you have all these houses that are like next to each other. You can literally put your hand out the window and touch another house because the dry land here is so minimum that they have. It's really minimum, and a lot of land developers have to bring in I forgot what you call it, that like rock and all that good stuff, and put gravel on the land, because most of the land in South Florida is a swamp, basically. All of the land in South Florida is a swamp, and you got a lot of Jake men. When I say Jake, I mean descendants of Jacob, like from the 12 tribes of Israel, building houses for other rich people, and they're not going to live in there, but yet they still help building houses for these heathens in these other nations, and there are a lot of Jake that own some of those houses, a lot of descendants of Jacob that are from the 12 tribes of Israel that own some of those mansions, Also, it says, let's see, I was at 30, it's a lot. Okay, and thou shalt not dwell therein. Thou shalt plant a vineyard and shall not gather grapes thereof. Okay, that's saying to me that you're going to work hard on a daily basis like me. I work 6 days a week. 6 days a week. And I can barely pay most of my bills. Like, I may have a few $100s left over here and there once in a while if I put in overtime. But I got to put at least 10 hours a day in, just to have a little bit of money left over. And most of the time, that little money that I have, it goes towards like food. It goes towards gas. It may go to car repairs. And after that, I don't have anything. You know. So it says right here, thou shalt plant a vineyard and shall not gather grapes thereof. So, man, you're going to put a lot of labor into your vineyard, trying to provide some good wine, because when you work hard, you want to buy yourself some stuff, some good stuff. You want to buy yourself a flat screen TV. You want to buy yourself some furniture. That's the wine it's talking about, But since we disobeyed the law, statutes, and commandments, it's like we're gonna labor and labor and labor and labor and not have enough to, not have enough money to fall back on and enjoy ourselves. That's what it means, But anyway, man, that's all I want to say. I'm gonna get to some of the other scriptures in here some other time, but that one really stood out. Deuteronomy 30, Deuteronomy 28. Verse 30. All right. Till next time, I say shalom.